You clicked on this video today because you want to know how a 23-year-old guy that looks like this is making multiple six figures a year running a sales business. And I know it sounds a little crazy. It sounds like it doesn't make sense. I look like a child and you probably don't believe me at all, which is fine. So if you want to click off this video, I totally understand. But I would like to say that I do have a little bit of experience from what I've been doing. And I'm not saying that I'm the expert of all experts when it comes to building a sales business, managing people, running a business. If anything, I'm kind of bad at it. But I have made an impact in my market. I have built something for myself. I have created an income stream. I have been able to hire employees and become semi-financially stable from doing this. And I decided after a certain amount of time to create a YouTube channel talking about what I've learned along the way. And I realized that I have not talked about what I actually do. And people in the comments have asked for me to talk about what I do. So here is your video. I am 23 years old, and let's see, 3 years ago, I got into real estate investing. Not like trying to buy property or anything like that. I just saw a video about house hacking, essentially saying that you could buy a 2-unit property and live in one side and rent out the other. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of cool. If you live in one side, rent out the other, you could almost get a house for free. I was like, free house? I'm in. And from there, I was like, how do I get into this? How do I do more? So I clicked onto the video that I was watching, and it was the channel of the video that I was watching, and it was a Graham Stephan video. And I got super deep into this guy's videos. Like, I started watching all of his finance videos, all of his real estate videos. I'm like, this is awesome. I realized he got a real estate license. I realized that he built a business. I watched his videos about not having a W-2 job and instead being a 1099, getting paid based on the result. And I was like, whoa, this is kind of cool. But I went back and forth. I was still in college at the time, and I got a 9-to-5 job, or a 9-to-5 internship, working for a commercial real estate company in my area. It was a great experience, and I learned a ton, but what I did realize is that I really want to get paid on the result. I don't want to be sitting across the desk from somebody who's doing less work than me that's getting paid the same, or getting paid more because they've been there for longer. I want to get paid based on the result. And I knew I wanted to buy real estate. I knew that through buying real estate, I would have needed to either have an agent to represent me. And I was like, that's fine. I'll find an agent. It's no problem. But whatever. At the time, it was like, I just want to get paid on the result. I don't know what I want to do, but we'll figure it out. So I had a college professor do a project where essentially we were told we have to go talk to the person who's doing what we want to do one day. And I was so lucky that the person who was a successful real estate investor, had a, cool car, nice watches, made a ton of money, big, beautiful house, awesome family, great guy, like all those things. He happened to be my neighbor. And essentially, I decided that I wasn't going to do that paper based on going to see him. Instead, I thought I was going to go skirt that and talk to somebody else because I was afraid to talk to him. I was afraid to ask the person that's doing exactly what I wanted to do how they did it. And I talked to my teacher about that, and he's like, Max, I'm going to fail you if you don't go talk to this guy. So I went, I talked to him, and he told me, he's like, Max, if you want to get into this business, find people like myself who are doing what you want to do and learn from them. Give them free value. So what I did was I did this guy's landscaping. That's the only thing I knew how to do at the time, for free on his flips, just to ask him and be around these kind of groups of people. And I had done this one really big landscaping project for him. And he was like, hey, Max, you should come and meet these people. He was having a real estate meetup. So essentially, I went and I met with, sorry, one of my neighbors is walking by. I went and I met with a bunch of real estate agents, and one of the real estate agents who owned a brokerage was like, Max, you should go get your license. And he said to me, he's like, you get in what you get out what you put in to having your license. I'm like, I should do this. So I went, I got licensed as a real estate agent. And just as I got licensed, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this 9-to-5 thing and then maybe be a real estate agent on the side. The internship that I had that I thought was going to be my 9-to-5 for life, it ended. And I was stuck with a 1099 employment, and there was I don't know, there was nothing I could do. I had to be a real estate agent to make money. Like, that was my only path at the time. And I remember I had lost the internship, and at the same time my car went, and I had $10,000 saved up. So I lost the job, the car, and my whole entire savings. And my dad, I got very lucky, paid for my real estate license, got me paid up to like be a real estate agent. And I just got onto YouTube and started YouTubing away like crazy when I got licensed. Like, I bought a new car. It was, everything I had in my bank account. It was the whole 10 grand. I had a car, a real estate license, and that's it. And I'm just like, how do I get business as a real estate agent? And I learned about for sale by owners and for rent by owners. Call these people, see if they want representation. I mean, they're representing themselves right now. See if you can be the guy who represents their best interests and gets their property marketed and sold. So I started doing that. I started selling houses, and pretty quickly I'm like, whoa, like, this is cool. Like, I'm making money selling houses. But I had realized there's not as many for sale by owners as there are for rent by owners. I started running out of phone numbers to call. I couldn't call it for sale by owners anymore. There wasn't any more. So I called the for rent by owners. And through that, I was calling and calling and calling, and I started to find people who wanted their apartments rented. I didn't even know real estate agents could rent apartments. So I'm renting these apartments, you know what I mean? And I'm like, whoa, I could rent an apartment, make 1 month's rent, and in a week get the payment, because I'll rent it in usually about a week. So I get a $1,000 payment, just fucking 1 month's rent, by renting an apartment. It's insane. So I kept calling, making it work, and I started running into property managers who needed more leasing. So I started working for them, doing leasing, and I had a property manager who was an amazing guy, mentored me like crazy, helped me, through having an amazing business. He had a ton of apartments, and he offered for me to do it at a flat fee. I started doing it at a flat fee, and I realized I could offer this to other people. If I do this at scale and I offer it at a flat fee, people will like it. So that's what I did. I started renting apartments in scale for property management companies at a flat fee. And I realized no real estate agents in my market want to rent apartments. None of them are going to do it for the price that I'm doing it for. And none of them are going to do it in bulk because none of them want to do it in the first place. So I had found a niche. I found a niche of local investors in my market who need apartments rented because they're not, I said local, but maybe they're not local. Maybe they are local and they don't want to do the work. A lot of them, have families and have W-2 jobs and don't want to take care of renting their apartments. So I'm just taking these off people's plates like it's a cakewalk. It's like everybody wants me to help them because I'm a well-said, well-done professional, and I'm helping these people actually market and rent their properties, and I'm doing it for cheap. I'm doing it quick. I'm helping these people, and they like it. So essentially what I did is I found a product or a service that I could basically just roll into, right? It works. I have the skills to do it. People want to buy it. So I just started selling the hell out of it. And I kept selling houses on the side, and it started to work. After a couple months, it was like, I'm doing 10K, 20K in a month. Then I had decided, like, how do I scale this? And actually it wasn't me. It was my business partner at the time who told me, like, Max, you can't do this on your own anymore. And I listened to him. Best decision I ever made. I hired my first employee who still works for me today, who's amazing. And she helped me grow this even more. Next thing you know, where it's like we have all these apartments for rent. How do we market them? Social media. So that's where I started getting into social media. I started posting these apartments all over the place. I started just trying to do everything I can to just get myself out there. And people started noticing. People, more property management companies started reaching out to me. People with large portfolios started to reach out to me. Hey, I see you're doing a ton of leasing. Nobody else is doing leasing like you're doing it. What you doing? What's your scale? How you doing it? Like, what's your price? You know what I mean? So it's like, I just kept walking these things. Rental, like crazy. Next thing you know, it's like 10, 15 rentals in a month. I'm like, how do I do more? So I decided, my assistant at the time, well, actually she decided that she wanted to be an agent. So I decided, wait, I could have other people do these showings for me. I could help manage the clients, manage the back end, manage the day-to-day. People could do showings and people could sub out for me. You know what I mean? And essentially from that point on, it was just higher, and then just keep moving higher. You know what I mean? It was like, how much money can I make? How far can I scale this business? How many more people can I help? How many more apartments can I rent? How many more houses can I sell? How many people can I hire out to do that job so that I could pick up more clients? I can make more sales. I could be the closer. And essentially through that, I built a business. So I kind of fell into it, right? Like it was just like making calls and realizing that there was like a higher demand in my market for certain things. But that's kind of where you have to have that business mind. And there's a couple things that, I think you should take from this video. Like some of you, maybe the 5 of you who subscribe to me that actually watch my videos, thank you so much. I love you guys. But take from this video, like I'm 23 years old, right? I built this business and it didn't take me super long. It just took some locking in, bro. That's really all it was. It's just gotta lock in. You gotta do everything you possibly can to build yourself. You know what I mean? And you gotta just be consistent, be disciplined, and build something, right? It's gonna take time and you're gonna fail, right? The other thing I wanna say is like, this is like a story from like the last 3 years of my life. Let's not talk about the last 6 to 7 years of my life where I tried a marketing agency, wholesaling, drop shipping, cold calling for like Spectrum sales, and like all of these different things. Like I could list for hours. Like I tried Etsy, I tried TikTok shop, I tried every single like entrepreneurial journey that like was cool and on the internet that you could try at the time. So, my lesson to you, if you're watching this video for a lesson, is number 1, you could do it at any age, right? You could do it at any age. And number 2, you could do it in a pretty short period of time. You know what I mean? You just got to lock in and learn how to use like the right inputs to get the right outputs, use the right leverage so that you can build something. Next thing I want to say is I lived and still live relatively cheaply. Like, yes, I have, an apartment that's nice and, a car that's relatively nice, but I'm not driving the most expensive car that I could afford. I'm not living in the most expensive house that I could afford. I'm not buying the most expensive food that I can afford. I'm not buying the most expensive clothes that I could afford. Like, I'm just buying like regular things and just living like a regular human being. You know what I mean? And like, I'm not spending a ton of money. I'm not going and blowing this shit. I'm reinvesting it back into the business for tax savings and also to reinvest and build this business as something more. You know what I mean? It's not really about the cash flow. It's more about building a valuable asset within a business. You know what I mean? It's like your business is your asset that will feed you and your family for years and years and years and years to come. If you just learn how to scale, learn how to build, learn how to create an asset. You know what I mean? It's not about the cash flow right now for me. It's about taking the money that I'm making, throwing it back into the business, getting the tax savings and getting that, business appreciation. That's what I want. And that's what you should look for too. Like, don't worry so much about making the big bucks now so you could go buy your Lambo. Worry about building something that's legit. Worrying about like building like systems and processes and hiring and like, it's cool when your business is generating enough money to like help other people pay their bills. Like that's awesome. Like you're creating jobs, you're helping the economy, like all of these things, you know what I mean? So you could do it at any age. It doesn't take a lot of time. Live cheaply under your means, try a ton of stuff and be a business owner. Learn about products and services, what to sell, learn how to sell it and get good at selling it. Don't get a W-2 job. Like I'm telling you, that is like the slowest way to get rich. Like if you want to do it, totally cool. But if you're young like me, or if you're like, hey, I want to hit the money run and do like 3 years of like hard grinding and make a couple hundred G's, like that's how you do it. Like you get a 1099, you find a product or a service, you learn how to scale it, you learn how to hire out, you learn how to build, you learn how to get better at providing that product or service, and you build, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's the cool stuff. That's how you make money. That's how you go on the money run, bro. I'm telling you. So do those things. You know what I mean? And that's really what I am for all you, for the 3 to 5 of you that watch my channel who have asked. I essentially am a glorified leasing agent. That's all. So if you want to see more of my apartment content, you can look up my Facebook or my Instagram online. Just look up my name, Maxwell Salmon. It'll all come up on Google. You'll see the houses that I sell, the apartments that I rent, the way that I market my properties. Look at my Facebook. You'll see all the videos. We make like 15 posts a day. I have my girlfriend does marketing and stuff for, this business. It's really cool. It's really cool. So for those of you who have been asking, that's what I do. And for those of you who are trying to take a lesson out of this video, think about those things that I said, and, you know, go on the money run if you really want to, because anybody can do it. Look at me, bro. I got like a weird pimple on my lip that I've like picked at. My hair looks all crazy. Like I'm trying to grow it out, and like I got a weird like front along haircut. I'm sitting in my Toyota Camry in my parking garage, and my neighbors are walking by, and I'm like embarrassing myself taking YouTube videos of myself. But like, if I could do it, so can you. I believe in you. And yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping. I make new videos like this every single day. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my video. If you want to support me, like this video, subscribe to my video, subscribe to my channel if you want more daily content like this. Comment down below if you want to, you know, talk. Like if you have a question for me. I'm not perfect. Like I said, I'm not a pro, but I've learned a couple things. If I can help you, I'm happy to do so. Comment down below, please. And if you liked this video, comment down below. If this video helped you, comment down below. Like that, like, it razzles my dazzle, bro. It really does. It razzles my dazzle. It warms my heart to just know that people are watching these videos and they're actually enjoying this stuff. I make a new video like this every single day, and like, is it perfect? No, but I'm at it every single day, no matter what. Discipline, 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 baby. It is 7 o'clock at night. I just got home, and like, I'm like, I gotta get my YouTube video in. You know what I mean? I don't care if my neighbors are walking by in my car and staring at me weird. I don't care if whatever. I don't care about any of that stuff. I care about consistency. I care about discipline. I care about building an asset through this YouTube channel, just like I build assets through my businesses. I care about helping people through my YouTube channel, just like I care about helping people through my businesses. I care about you, the person on the other side of the screen right now. Care about you succeeding and winning, because you deserve it. This is a super long video. Probably not a lot of people made it to the end, but if you did, let me know in the comments. And until next time, I'm like, got the hiccups. Oh my God. Until next time, I'll see you on the next video. Subscribe if you like daily videos like this. Leave a thumbs up if you want to support my content, and comment down below if this video helped you today, or if you have questions for me, or if you liked this video, or anything along those lines, or if you hate me and you want to talk trash about me, do it in the comments. Until next time, if you watch this video to the end, thank you. And hopefully, not even hopefully, I know you can win, because you deserve it. So until next time, talk soon.